All right, so I know it's been a while since we've had a vet video, but we've definitely been having to chase a short that we had, and it was so bad, you'd go to hook up the battery, back yonder there, go hook that baby up, and as soon as you go try to put the positive cable on, you are arc welding. I mean, big arc welding. So I chase everything. I disconnect all my electrical under the dash that goes into the fuse block. Get all that unhooked. Get everything off. Make sure we're good there. Not an issue, not a problem. Work on that. Check everything. We're still arc welding. I come out here to the engine bay. Now, mind you, remember everybody, every harness on here is brand new, purchased at Corvette Central by Mo, and we didn't know it at the time, but once they arrived, they were manufactured by Lectric Limited, which long-term viewers will know. I've always had issues with Lectric Limited. A few, like on Wix GTO and on so much on Tom's Grand Prix. Anyway, moving through with our discussion, coming across, chasing wiring all the way up here, chasing wiring to the starter, because your main voltage in a GM usually comes off the big positive lug on the starter down there. Not a big deal, not a problem, nothing crazy, nothing out of line. So, with that being said, I begin chasing from the fuse block back because I unplugged everything from the fuse block. That would be battery or keyed, made sure the key was off, took all of that stuff out. The main connectors that would draw power into the fuse block to get to the interior or to the rest of the car. Get all that out, pull that all apart, and we're still arc welding. Okay. Now I'm starting to chase wires. I'm having to wring them out one by one with the multimeter. Like everybody's like, use a power probe, use this, use that. Yeah, that's great and fine and all, but power probes, let me tell you about power probes. I'm not a fan of them for one. Two, they do help sometimes, but when you have a group of wires, they can cross-populate, cross-pollinate, and then that becomes a whole nother issue. A whole big problem. So, that being said, we get in here, I start chasing wiring, I start wringing stuff out. Then I come in and I find our leads here, which go to the starter, both the exciter terminal, the S terminal rather, which would be the exciter, obviously, and the actual power leads into the car. I chase into here, and I notice that, you know, they are wrapped in Lectric Limited's wrap, which is GM style, which is like down here, this type. I start chasing into that. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. And then I'm kind of probing through the sheathing, just kind of with a little needle probe. And then I get to a wire, and I have nothing on the other, just over. So I unwrap, get it all situated, and I notice there's cuts in the wires. Of course there is. It's Lectric Limited. So I strip everything off. I pull it all up, have it all up here. I splice it, I solder it, make it all nice. And that's after basically living under the dash and checking every connection we made, because we also did a bunch, and I'm talking a bunch of added stuff, as you've seen in the videos prior. We've done, you know, all the electronic gauges, the AC circuits, the fan circuitry, all of it. So I spent a lot of time under here probing one by one, making sure, hey, I want to make sure everything's good. To come to find out, it's up here in the feed from the starter to the fuse block. So we got it all out. We got it repaired. That's Lectric Limited's fault. But at the same time, got to get a hold of them. Got to fight them on it. But where do we go? What do we do? So got it all wrapped. Got it all down. Got everything kind of back together. So I'm going to take and we're going to finish up a couple little things else here in the shop. And then next week, I'm back on this. Hot and heavy. Getting everything double checked. Getting everything going. Trying to get it. Make sure she cranks. Make sure she's got spark. We got to get our ignition and our starter first. Work our way. Getting our gauges working. Handling all that. So there will be more progress upcoming. But we've had a hell of a setback chasing a manufacturer issue in a harness that should have been perfectly fine, but, you know, hit and miss. So now that process is over with, we can kind of get back in the zone, so to speak. So you'll be seeing more Mo videos here coming up very soon, shortly.